Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who are well and who taught us truth. Today's lesson is going to go into how, we fell away from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but according to the Lord's promise, we're going to receive salvation. He's going to save us. So just get straight into it. Baruch 2 and verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. And that's exactly what happened. We see that today, man. We didn't want to hear the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua's voice. We didn't want to listen. We didn't want to hearken. So now we have been scattered and put into captivity, in the various, nations across, the world, and mainly here in America, aka Babylon the Great. Our prison sentence because we didn't want to listen. We didn't want to hearken. Verse 30, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. And we, the nation of Israel is a stiff-necked people. We didn't want to listen to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We didn't want to hearken. We didn't want to conform to his ways. We wanted to conform to the ways of other gods, pagan gods, Molech, and Baal and Baal Peor and all these other false gods, man. And we turned away our hearts from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We thought we had wisdom. We thought we had, we knew it all. But really, the only thing that we knew was disobedience. The only thing that Israel knew was disobedience, man. And you see that, in Jake today. You see that in Israel today, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They think they know it all. They think they're the wisest person, but they're disobedient, man, to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Wisdom without obedience leads to ruin, and that's exactly what happened to the nation of Israel as a whole. I had just finished reading, King Solomon's life. His wisdom that he had, everything. And he had, he didn't ask for vanity, vain riches. He didn't ask for revenge on his enemies, but he asked for wisdom and judgment to judge his people, to judge his great people, Israel. And that, and in return, the Lord gave him wisdom and everything in return, man. He gave him riches. He gave him wives. He gave him the kingdom. He reigned for 4 decades, 40 years of peace, man. He built the temple to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He built the temple to the Lord Yahweh. He established, alliances. He was known as the wisest man on earth. He knew everything. He had the wisdom. He had the obedience. But then what? In his latter age, he allowed his foreign wives, his concubines, women of the other nation, to lead his heart astray and to follow after other gods, to worship other gods, to build altars to other gods. And that led to what? Disobedience. So he had the obedience, but in the latter age, it led to disobedience. He allowed it to go to disobedience. And what did that lead to? It led to ruin. It led to the kingdom being split, rent in two. When the prophet Isaiah, I believe it goes into, came to, I believe it was Rehoboam. Let me just get it real quick. I'm already here. He tore the tent, the new garment into 12 pieces and gave it to Jeroboam. Yeah, so Jeroboam, and I believe who ruled, his son ruled Rehoboam. So I had it mixed up. Rehoboam ruled in his father Solomon's stead, and Jeroboam took over the 10 tribes, which Jeroboam was from the tribe of Ephraim. So it shows that wisdom without obedience leads to ruin, because what King Solomon had, he had wisdom and the obedience, and it led to what? Peace. It led to perfection, man. Peace. 40 years of peace, man. Nobody could come up against Israel. That was a time to show when Israel had their God and they was doing what they were supposed to be doing. Nobody could come up against them. And it also showed when Israel isn't with their God and they turn their hearts from the Lord, then that leads to the Lord, forsaking them and allowing enemies to come up against them. Man. And that's exactly what happened. Baruch 2. And so, again, man, wisdom without obedience leads to ruin. I might do a lesson topic going into that, Lord willing. Baruch 2 and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. And that's what we're doing right now through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem. That's how we're remembering ourselves, who we are, who we once were, Israel, and who we still are to this day. Verse 31. And shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. My name, the Lord has a name. His the Son has a name. The Heavenly Father's name being Yahweh, and His only begotten Son being Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, meaning He exists, who the word ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai, meaning He saves, He delivers, who the word ignorantly and incorrectly calls Jesus Christ. And think about my name, verse 33, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And we're remembering the ways of our fathers, man, and we know not to go down that route, not to go that way. But you have a lot of the nation of Israel that don't want to turn from their wicked ways, but the elect is. Verse 34, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And that's what's exactly about to happen. This is a promise from the Lord, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that He will bring us back home. We wouldn't be here forever. We wouldn't remain here forever. Verse 35, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, their power. And they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. I'm going to head to the plantation and make it in transit. And, I'll quote scriptures and while I, drive, Lord. So like I said, man, that the Lord said that He's going to bring us again into our land. Because this is the promise that the Lord has promised unto us. And we see everything happening today. Everything happening within the society, everything happening within this world is leading unto the redemption and the salvation and the resurrection of Israel, man. Yahweh Shai returning. And we're seeing it before our very eyes, man. We're seeing what we're seeing right now, the LA riots. And it's not just in LA, it's starting to happen everywhere. New York. They blocked off a whole highway in Chicago, Illinois. And then you have what? June 14th, they're gonna have No King's Day, which like the bishop from the bishop Atazawam from Atlanta, what he had brought out in his lesson, that 2 Ezra 15. When it said No King's Day, where in 2 Ezra 15 it said, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So we're seeing that all of these prophecies, everything that the apostles and elders, the elder bishops have been speaking, is coming to pass, man. It starts with them. It starts with the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, man. And it's everything is coming into, a point. And that point is prophecy. That point is that vision in Habakkuk 2, man. I keep quoting it. Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. This is that appointed time, man. We believe it. And it's not just that we believe it. We see it, man. Prophecy is speaking before our very eyes that we are at the end. uproars of the people in the world, 2nd Ezra 9, going into and there shall be earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Then shalt thou know that this is the very same time which the Lord, spoke about from the beginning. This is that time, man. And it says what that beginnings have beginnings have wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. So we're seeing that the ending right now, man. What did it say in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. This is that end, man. Let's see if we can get that 2nd Ezra 9 real quick while I'm at this stoplight. 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we're seeing the signs passing before our very eyes, and that means that the Lord is visiting this world, this place. Yes, we disobeyed. Yes, we went off. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, we have returned. And with our returning, with the returning of the elect, it brings forth a salvation, man. Let me get this. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So the Lord spoke of these things. The Lord told us that this would happen, that the fall of Israel would come, that the fall of the nation of Israel would come. The nation would be rent into the northern kingdom, southern kingdom. But at the end, we would be saved. We would be, brought back to two, or not to two, but we would be brought back to one. That stick would be joined back together, man. And we're seeing it before our very eyes happening, man. That the Lord is faithful to his promises. That the Lord is compassionate to his elect. Because not all Israel will be saved on this side. Now all Israel will be saved in the kingdom, as it says in Romans 10. For all Israel shall be saved. But they won't be saved on this side. This side, it will only be the only people the Lord saving on this side, first and foremost, are Israelites. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. No other nation has a part in this. The Chinese man don't have a part in this. The Japanese man don't have a part in this. The Edomite, so-called white man, don't have a part in this. Now, when I also say that, I also will say as well that just because you look like a so-called Japanese, a so-called Chinese, a so-called white man, any other nation outside of Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, that doesn't mean that you are of that lineage, of that descent. You can look like a so-called white man, but you're still an Israelite through the lineage of your fathers. If the lineage of your fathers go back to one of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, then you're an Israelite. If your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, got to go back through those three, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then you are an Israelite, man. It don't matter what you look like. This isn't a skin color thing. This is a lineage thing. This is a heritage thing. And you will ultimately receive deliverance. Maybe not on this side, but you'll be delivered in the kingdom, and you'll be perfect in the kingdom. You won't look like a Chinese man. You look like an Israelite. But even if you do look like a so-called white man, if your spirit bears witness, then turn back to the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua right now, and you can be saved on this side, man. There's Israelite foreigners in that believe today, that teach today, man. So those are also signs that we're at the end, man. Everybody, brothers from different, looking like different nations, coming back and returning unto their father Yahweh Bahashim Yarsai, man. This is what we believe wholeheartedly, that we are at the end, man. Yes, we disobeyed. Yes, we went off. But the elect will be saved. The elect will receive salvation. We'll say in Isaiah 1:9. Except the Lord Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. We have been likened to Sodom, been likened unto Gomorrah. So the Lord Yahweh left us a remnant to be saved. The 144,000, which consists of men, 12,000 out of each tribe of the nation of Israel. Then you have the 130, the elect of the nation of Israel in America, which consists of men, women, and children, as well as the rest of the elect scattered around the world. And the Lord said what? And we can believe the words of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yasai. As it says what, Numbers 23:19? For the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said and shall he not do it? So the Lord said he was going to do these things. And the Lord said he was going to curse us and scatter us and abandon us if we went off. Did that not happen? That happened. So the Lord is a man of his word. But the Lord also said that he would save us for his holy name's sake, that he would save us and bring us back home. These are the promises that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yasai has promised unto the nation of Israel. And it all starts with the elect. It all starts with the elect of the nation of Israel, man. So yeah, we went off, but we're seeing the signs right now that we are at the end, man. Like I was saying, the LA riots, No King's Day, which is also DJ Trump's birthday, June 14th, I believe. Tomorrow. And you just, last night, man, you just had Israel attack Iran, attack their nuclear facilities, which I'll do a lesson on that as well, man. Like the elder was saying, Amon Gabar was saying, there's too much going on not to do videos. There's too much going on not to put a video out, man. I don't know what to talk about. Well, Israel just attacked Iran. Speak on that. The riots going on around America. Speak about that. Second Ezra 9, uproars of the people. Bring that out, man. There's too much to talk about, man. We're at the end. We got to go, speaking to myself first and foremost, we got to go harder now than ever. As it says in Luke 4:28, as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And that's exactly what we got to do, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. These things are the LA riots. Israel just attacked Iran. I think killing one of his high officers as well, his high-ranking generals. What else? I think they talking about how Iran's going to retaliate. Might have already retaliated. You got Israel, Israelites proclaiming to be, these profound, godly men, just bugging out, going left. This is all prophecy, man. What's saying 2 Timothy 3? That for in the last days perilous times shall come. And for men shall be lovers of their own selves. And we're in that time, man. So now it's time to buckle down. Because as it says in Acts 14:22, through much tribulation shall you enter into the kingdom. So the Lord said he's going to return us back to our land. He's going to save us. But it's not going to be easy. The Lord never said it was going to be easy. So Lord's going to save us, but we got to go through tribulation in order to be saved. We got to go through tribulation. What do you say? What are you going to be saved from? Through much tribulation shall you enter into the kingdom. So we want to be saved. We want to be go back to our homeland. We got to go through that tribulation, man. Endure it. Bear it. That's the least that we can do, man. We went off. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to bind to the fold. Before I end it off, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chagwadash, and double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.